listening to the LOZ Podcast Network.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the LOZ Podcast Network. My name's Ken Lawler. I'm on the LOZ app. You guys have seen me on the show. You might be watching us in the LOZ app, or you might be listening to us on KRMS radio on Saturday mornings from 10 to 11. We do the big Simulcast show, and we love our collaboration with KRMS. And if you want to listen to any of the stations over there, you just go right in the LOZ app, tap media, and you can listen to any of the stations with one tap. You can also go in the LOZ app under dining, and if you hit barbecue, you're going to find Bandanas. And we got our friends today from Bandanas, Logan, Salisbury, district manager and friend. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me, Ken. I appreciate you as always, man. You're such a great person.
Hey, you know what? We love, listen, man, I'm in Bandanas a lot. You know, I mean, I'm a fan of barbecue. I like to think that I'm a barbecue guy myself because I've got a pellet smoker. I know you guys who use the real smokers probably think we're not really barbecue guys when we use pellet smokers, but
hey, there's an art.
Let's talk about some barbecue.
Yeah,
there is. How long have you been barbecuing with Bandanas?
This is going on my 12th year with Bandanas. I started as just an assistant manager in the Osage Beach location. Over the last couple of years, I've transitioned to running 3 locations. We're a franchise through Bandanas Barbecue. We own Osage Beach, Jefferson City, and Sedalia.
I love it. And, you know, in the LOZ app, we always do locals, and it doesn't get more local than you guys. You have 3 stores. You're local to the lake. You've been here forever. People look to you guys for a lot of different things. You know, you guys do a lot of catering too, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, from corporate events, holiday parties, family gatherings, graduations, from, 5 people to 5,000 people, we'll cater for them all.
And I'm telling you, man, they have got the barbecue. You know, Logan and I talk a lot about barbecue, and so I always try to get a few hints from him. But what's going on with your ribs, man? Your ribs are the best ribs. I cannot figure out what you guys are doing. I know you've given me the rub, and I've tried the rub, but I can't seem to get them as good as you guys get them. What's the secret?
The secret, man, it's slow and slow. I always tell people, they want to buy the rub. When you think it's enough, add some more. That's the key is doing it consistent. We work on Southern Pride rotisserie smokers, which are different than like your at-home smokers. Your pellet smokers, you're not having any movement of the meat. I've got a rotisserie system that just continuously cycles that meat. It's in a different temps, different spots. It's not spiking, easier to control. It's a much more bigger process, than you would be doing at your house.
And generally on let's say ribs, how long are you smoking those ribs?
About 3.5 to 4 hours, depending. Obviously, every pig's different. You have some fattier ones, some a little bit leaner. It could range, obviously checking the temps and, finding that finished product that we desire. We like to have our rub goes on and it caramelizes and turns into that sweet taste on there. A lot of people think it's barbecue sauce, but it's not sauce. It's just rub. Where we emulate a Southern style barbecue where we don't believe in putting meat, barbecue sauce on any of our meat. We let our customers do that. But, that's a little bit separates us from other people.
Yeah, it's amazing. And, I mean, I come in there and it's like the brisket's amazing and the pulled pork's amazing. And, you guys even do, you guys do really good smoked sausage there, which I love getting.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's good stuff.
And that stuff you actually smoke yourself, right? I mean, you take the sausage.
Yeah, 100%. Everything that we serve is, smoked fresh daily. You can probably drive by in the middle of the night and still smell our building because we're cooking overnight. I've got a lot of tenured staff there that takes pride in what they do. I've got a guy that's been there since we opened in 2005. It makes my life a million times easier when you have people that, care about the business and, it's hard to get that quality of work out of people.
Yeah, and you guys do. You have people that have been there for years. I mean, you really have a group over there that collectively just they get it done. They know what to do. They've been there. It's got to be reassuring to you as district manager to know that at least at the Osage Beach store, you got a group that's really backing you up and can really do it anytime they want.
Oh yeah, from my management all the way, even in my kitchen staff, my servers, I've got probably 5 or 6 people over 15 years there at our location. So it just shows you, it's a family atmosphere. We take care of our people, and we get that back by, we get what we put into our people. And that's what we believe in, treat everybody like family. They're going to keep coming back, keep working hard for you year after year.
One of my favorites that you guys do is turkey. I love a good smoked turkey, but I got to tell you, when I go to the store to try to find raw turkey to smoke that's off the bone, it's hard to find. And a lot of times I can just find the tenderloins and, those kind of dry out. But you guys get these big turkeys in you're slicing off of, and your turkeys are amazing.
They are. Yeah. We switched the process a little while back. We used to cook them overnight with our other product, but we switched to like a during the day because we were finding that, people love the turkey and we were running out of it. So we were like, how can we serve this during the day and be able to cook and, provide that great quality meat to everybody? And we kind of went to the drawing boards and found some solutions there. And now we can smoke it during the day and, still sell a great quality product.
Now, the people come in for the meat and it's good meat and we know we love it, but you guys are also known for other stuff. The bread you serve with every meal, that toasted garlic, I don't know if it's garlic bread or buttered bread. It's amazing.
It's a staple of our restaurant. 9 times out of 10, you take a plate back and the bread's not there. You might find some remnants of something, but the garlic bread's usually not one of those things.
Yeah, and you guys make that fresh with every order, right? I see you guys throwing it on the grill all the time.
Yeah, it's grilled to order. We make it as fresh as possible. Cut every single day by hand. And our guys, take pride in making sure that they got the correct portions of garlic, so it's not overbearing or just butter bread. We want to make sure that you taste the product that we want.
I'll tell you what I do with it. If I take it home and I don't necessarily eat it with the meal, you know what I do? I dice it up and I make croutons out of it. It makes some of the best croutons for a salad you could ever imagine.
That's how we do our own croutons there for our salads, whether it's just like a side salad or a barbecue salad. We want to make sure that we're getting use out of everything, and that's how we end up making our croutons with our regular garlic bread.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then that's the thing I love about it is, yeah, you guys are a franchise technically, but it's really not. I mean, you're doing everything by hand. You're doing everything on site. You're not bringing barbecue in bags and reheating it. I mean, everything is fresh, including the sides. And one of the ones that I love that you brought back. I don't know why you got rid of it. I think it was about a month you got rid of it. But that fried corn is some of my favorite thing at the restaurant.
Yeah. It's definitely a different product. A lot of people get confused when they're like, what's fried corn? And what that is for people who don't know is we take a fried or corn cob and we deep fry it and lather it in butter. And it is to die for. It brings out the sweetness in the kernel. And it's a great side to go along.
I know for like a month or two there, you guys got rid of it. And I think you heard about it. I mean, that's the one thing about when you make food and you get rid of something that people like, they're going to tell you, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Now, going along with what you're saying with sides and everything, I know it's kind of a shameless plug here, but as far as our meats and everything go, we take pride in serving, we're cautious of, dietary restrictions, people with alpha-gal, gluten allergies, things like that. There are a lot of our products when people think barbecue, they're like, oh, I can't go to a barbecue restaurant because they serve pork, they serve brisket, the red meats. We take pride in, taking the proper precautions to make sure that our guests can, with those allergens can, have a good product and not worry about whether they're going to get sick or not.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys talk about some of the other sides you have, because you have a lot of good sides over there.
Yeah. I mean, all of our sides are made fresh daily. Anything that's not fried. We do a potato salad, coleslaw, barbecue beans, green beans, corn. We have a chunky style applesauce that we do. That's, it's really good. My kids eat that stuff more than they should.
Yeah, it's just, you know what, I can come in there and always find something different I want, or I like to come in and take the meats home, and because I mean they last for a couple days, and I'll just kind of gnaw on them for a couple days there. But the atmosphere is cool. You guys can accommodate big parties in the restaurant too. You got a couple of spaces in there that if you come in with 20 or 30 people, you can find a place for them, can't you?
Yeah, I can fit up to about 100 close in my back room. We'll do a lot of big events like around the Big Bash. We'll host a big group of fishermen, different parties. People can rent it out for baby showers, wedding parties, anything they want. There's no additional price. Call us and let us know what day you're looking for, and we'll do our best to accommodate. Our goal in this business is to provide great customer service. And I feel like if you can't give them the space, then, you can't have that, the opportunity to serve them.
Yeah, I know, and it's awesome. And by the way, guys, it's real easy to find. You just go in the LOZ app under dining and barbecue, and you will see bandanas right there in the app. You can find a locator that'll get you there by road. You can call them. You can make reservations for catering. And I think that's something that's always good is to have, look, we all have these groups of people that come down for the weekend, and it's expensive to take everybody out to dinner every once in a while. So if you can cater something in, you might even save a few bucks and you have a few leftovers. And everybody loves barbecue. So if I got 10 or 15 people coming to the house, I can call you up, make an order, and generally, you guys don't need a lot of lead time, do you?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's under 50 people or so, I can make it happen the same day, and I'll figure out a way that I can make that happen for you if that were the case. But like I said from the beginning, from 5 to 5,000, I'm gonna find a way to serve you guys. We can fit, work with any budgets, whether it's like a school budget or people that are doing certain things. We accommodate all sorts of different groups. So I mean, if there's ever a question, well, feel free to call us. We'll talk with you about your options. We can kind of find a price point that fits your group and a menu, whether that's dine in, it's something you guys want to do at your house, your church, whatever event may be. We'll make sure you're taken care of. I can promise you that.
And you guys are, great stewards. I know through the app with our charities, you guys will, give us gift cards to give away at different charities and stuff. And we just love that. I mean, you guys are really a part of the community. I know that everybody lives here. They all enjoy the lake as well. And I know you guys really like to give back. And it's just such a nice thing to have you guys as a part of the LOZ app and what you're doing over there. And some of the best barbecue at the lake, man. I'm telling you, you guys got to try this place out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said from the beginning, we are a franchise. When most people think about that, they think about the big mom or the big corporate people, and that's not us. I mean, we're a locally owned franchise. We live here at the lake. We raise our kids here at the lake. We take pride in giving back to the community, whether that's through different organizations, providing meals for student athletes on game days, things like that. It's very imperative that we give back to our community, and they in turn will come dine with us, and that's the biggest key is making sure they're coming back every time.
Well, Logan, thank you so much, man, for joining us today on the LOZ Podcast Network. We love having you on. We love talking barbecue. We're going to have you on again as we get into probably middle of the summer, kind of check in with you, see how things are going. But I appreciate your time, and everybody else, get over to Bandanas as quick as you can. Get some of that great barbecue, and we'll be right back after these words.